On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Affair.
Event, situation, or subject that is significant from a political or public perspective, a secretive or illicit sexual relationship.
Examples:
Current affairs. Domestic affairs. Some critics say this exhibition will be a big affair.
Receptionist.
A person employed at a front desk or in a waiting area of an office, hotel, or other organization, whose job is to greet visitors, answer phones, and perform other general administrative tasks.
Examples:
Friendly receptionist. Hotel receptionist. Our company is looking to hire a bilingual receptionist to serve our diverse clients better.
Nowadays.
At the current time, in comparison to the past.
Examples:
Young people nowadays. Not to be seen nowadays. People can clone a sheep nowadays.
Computation.
The act or process of calculating something, especially an answer or amount, by using a machine or calculator.
Examples:
Parallel computation. Theory of computation. The researcher demonstrated the superiority of quantum computation in several mathematical tasks.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public, to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
Advertise the campaign. Advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples:
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Troublesome.
Causing difficulty or annoyance for someone.
Examples:
Undertake a troublesome task. Troublesome behavior. He had to resolve a troublesome event that happened unexpectedly.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples.
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples.
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Open-ended.
Without any limits or restrictions, allowing for a spontaneous response.
Examples.
An open-ended discussion. Open-ended agreements. Most people who saw the film were dissatisfied with the open-ended ending.
Laden.
Heavily loaded or burdened.
Examples.
A laden ship. Water-laden soil. The traffic-laden street was gridlocked during rush hour, with cars moving at a snail's pace.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples.
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Convict.
To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples.
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Reoffend.
To commit another crime or violation of the law after having been punished or rehabilitated for a previous offense.
Examples.
Reoffend within a year. Reoffend risk. It is disheartening to see individuals repeatedly reoffend despite receiving multiple chances for rehabilitation.
Recommend.
To suggest that someone or something would be a suitable fit for a particular purpose or role.
Examples.
Recommend a hospitalization. Recommend reading. We recommend taking media training every 6 months.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples.
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples.
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Anchor.
A device typically made of metal, that is used to moor a ship or boat in a particular place, typically by being dropped to the seabed, a central cohesive source of support and stability.
Examples:
Anchor bolt, anchor weight. The ship dropped anchor in the bay.
Sway.
To move back and forth or side to side gently, often in response to external factors such as wind or water. To influence or persuade someone to do something. To control or dominate something.
Examples:
Sway back and forth. Sway to the rhythm. The politician tried to sway public opinion in his favor, but his arguments fell flat.
Benchmark.
A standard or reference point used for comparison or evaluation, a point of reference for measuring progress or performance.
Examples:
Industry benchmark. Performance benchmark. The teacher used a benchmark to measure the progress of her students.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Transparent.
Easy to perceive, detect, or understand, of a material or article, permitting light to pass through freely.
Examples:
A transparent lie. Transparent crystal. The focus of these initiatives is to make the financial system more transparent.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Recreation.
The activity that renews your health and spirits by enjoyment and relaxation, the act or process of making something that existed in the past exists or seems to exist again in a different time or place.
Examples:
Outdoor recreation. Recreation of the homeland. Basketball is their usual recreation after school.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Stride.
To walk with long steps in a particular direction, noun, an important and positive progress. Stride across a room. Stride down a slope. She strides confidently across the stage to accept her award.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Decipher.
To read or understand something that is written in code or in a difficult or obscure way.
Examples:
Decipher code. Decipher message. He spent hours trying to decipher the ancient text.
Handwriting.
The particular way in which a person writes, as distinct from printing or typing.
Examples:
Handwriting identification. Handwriting sample. The handwriting on the note was barely legible.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Fraud.
The crime of gaining money or financial benefits by deceiving people, a person who makes deceitful pretenses.
Examples:
Get money by fraud. Victim of fraud. The police arrested them for committing insurance fraud.
Spam.
Unwanted email, usually of advertising material, sent out in bulk.
Examples:
Receive a spam email. Anti-spam technology. You can remove spam messages with special software.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Tumor.
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
Tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Painstaking.
Cautious and correct, and requiring a significant amount of effort.
Examples:
Painstaking research. A painstaking student. The training of a hawk was a painstaking process.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc., on how to do or use something.
Examples:
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Unstructured.
Not having a clear organization or arrangement.
Examples:
Unstructured text. Unstructured information. The unstructured data took a lot of work to analyze and interpret.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Churning.
The process of mixing or stirring something vigorously, often to create a frothy or creamy texture, a state of upheaval or turbulence, often referring to the stock market or economy.
Examples:
Butter churning. Churning emotions. The churning of the waves on the beach made it difficult to swim.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Logic.
A way of thinking or reasoning conducted or evaluated by strict validity principles, the study of correct reasoning or good arguments.
Examples:
An indisputable logic. A demonstration in logic. There's no logic in his description.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Upside.
The positive aspect or potential of something, the upper side of something.
Examples:
Have no upside. Market upside. Many people see the upside of traveling as an opportunity to experience new cultures and broaden their horizons.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Unreasonable.
Not fair, sensible, or likely to be true.
Examples:
Unreasonable demand. An unreasonable amount of money. It would be unreasonable for me to expect you to work overtime without any extra compensation.
Downside.
The negative aspects or consequences of something, the potential for loss or failure.
Examples:
Major downside. Downside of globalization. The downside of the new policy was that it would be more expensive for customers.
Puppy.
A young dog, usually less than a year old.
Examples:
Puppy in a pet shop. Nurse a puppy. She adopted a small brown puppy from the shelter.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Machine learning.
The process through which computers change the way they perform jobs without following explicit instructions by using algorithms and statistical models to analyze and draw inferences from patterns in data.
Examples:
Machine learning method. Machine learning processor. Many software engineers are developing applications to build machine learning algorithms more quickly.
Employee.
A person who is hired to work for a business or organization in exchange for wages or salary, a worker.
Examples:
Employee benefits. Employee evaluation. The employee handbook outlines the rules and regulations that all employees must follow.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge, to formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
attend a meeting, attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
confer degree, confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Executive.
A person or group of people with top-level management responsibility in a business or other organization, the branch that is responsible for implementing, administering, and enforcing laws, as well as running the day-to-day operations.
Examples:
executive editor at the publishing house, executive vice president. As the executive director of the nonprofit, it's her responsibility to make sure they're meeting their mission goals.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
excite the crowd, excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Puzzled.
Confused or uncertain because you do not understand something.
Examples:
puzzled expression. Puzzled by the question. She was puzzled by the strange behavior of her cat.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
a weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Confess.
To admit to having done something wrong, or to reveal something personal or private.
Examples:
confess sin. Confess truth. He confessed to his crime and turned himself into the police.
Jean.
A sturdy cotton twill fabric, typically blue, used for jeans and other clothing.
Examples:
a jean skirt. Jean denim. She wore her favorite pair of jeans to the party.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
gender-blind policies. dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Infer.
To form an opinion or conclude that something is true based on existing facts.
Examples:
Infer quality from price. Infer the possibility. Animal desire and preference are always inferred from their behavior.
Crumb.
A small particle or fragment of food or other substance, often one that has broken off from a larger piece, a very small amount or portion of something.
Examples:
Crumb of information. Breadcrumb. My dog found a crumb on the floor and quickly ate it.
Disclose.
To make something, such as secret or new information, known publicly.
Examples:
Disclose a secret. Disclose a vulnerability. The curtain rose to disclose a fantastic set.
Orientation.
A person's basic attitudes, beliefs, and preferences about particular things. A course introducing a new situation or environment.
Examples:
Sexual orientation. The school orientation. There will be an orientation lecture for new students this afternoon.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat. Verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Accuracy.
The state or degree of being exact or correct, the ability to perform something with proficiency and without mistake.
Examples:
Degree of accuracy. The accuracy of his compass. To assure accuracy, I recommend investing in high-quality test kits.
Inference.
A conclusion reached based on evidence and reasoning, a deduction or assumption.
Examples:
Make an inference. Logical inference. Based on ice core samples, scientists can draw inferences about the Earth's past climate.
Likelihood.
The probability or chance that something will happen or be the case.
Examples.
Likelihood of the success. Improve the likelihood of a cure. The likelihood of the project being completed on time is uncertain.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples.
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Postpartum.
Occurring after childbirth or delivery. Noun, the time after delivery when the mother's body begins to recover from the effects of pregnancy and childbirth.
Examples.
Postpartum workout. Lose postpartum belly fat. Many women experience postpartum depression after giving birth.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples.
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples.
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Onset.
The beginning or early stages of unpleasant something, a military attack.
Examples.
At the first onset. The onset of spring. This medicine works best when taken at the onset of a cold.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples.
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Prediction.
The act of predicting the future by reasoning, a statement made about the future.
Examples.
Make my predictions. Gloomy predictions. These results muddied the prediction.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples.
Intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples.
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Unbeknownst.
Without the knowledge or awareness of someone, without someone's knowledge or participation.
Examples.
Unbeknownst to me. Unbeknownst to any of us. Unbeknownst to the family, the treasure had been hidden in the attic for years.
Weed.
A wild plant growing where it is not wanted and in competition with cultivated plants.
Examples.
Pull up a weed. Weed management. The garden was full of weeds that needed to be pulled.
Depressed.
Sad and without any hope.
Examples.
Depressed feeling. The market is depressed. After his mother died, he got depressed.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples.
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Aggressive.
Behaving in an angry, energetic, or threatening way towards another person, tending to spread quickly.
Examples.
An aggressive war. An aggressive tumor. An aggressive tide wrecked the ship.
Breakdown.
A failure or collapse of a system or organization.
Examples.
A nervous breakdown. Breakdown maintenance. The breakdown of the machinery caused a delay in production.
Balanced.
Taking all sides or opinions into account equally, being in a state of proper equilibrium.
Examples.
A balanced diet. A well-balanced mind. We conducted a balanced assessment of intellectual and cultural history.
Variable.
Likely to change or very often, noun, a symbol, like X or Y, that is used in mathematical or logical expressions to represent a value that may be changed.
Examples.
A variable species. A dependent variable. Rainfall in the tropics is highly variable.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples.
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Safeguard.
To protect something or someone from harm, damage, or loss.
Examples.
Safeguard my property. Safeguard environmental quality. This measure will safeguard people against terrorism.
Shady.
Characterized by darkness or obscurity, often referring to the atmosphere of a place, characterized by suspicious or dishonest behavior or dealings, relating to shade or protection from sunlight.
Examples:
Shady business. Shady deal. The tree provided some shady relief from the scorching sun.
Monetary.
Of or relating to the money in the country.
Examples:
The stance of monetary policy. Monetary rewards. The policy might bring more excellent monetary stability to the country.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
Steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.
Stealth.
The quality of remaining hidden or undetected, the ability to move or act with great secrecy and subtlety.
Examples:
Stealth technology. Stealth bomber. The thief moved with stealth, careful not to make any noise and alert anyone to his presence.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Imprint.
To make a mark or impression on a surface, to leave a lasting impression or influence on someone or something. Noun, a mark or impression made by pressing or stamping something onto a surface, a distinctive feature or characteristic that is left by something or someone.
Examples:
DNA imprint. Imprint a memory. He wanted to imprint his brand logo on the product.
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Neutral.
Not helping or assisting either side in a conflict, argument, etc.
Examples:
Permanently neutral country. Neutral colors. A legislative speaker should always be neutral.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
Wanted criminal. Criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
Uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Alter.
To cause to change or make different.
Examples:
Alter a decision. Alter data in a file. The design of the web page has altered slightly.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Defendant.
A person or party who is accused of a crime or who is being sued in a court of law.
Examples:
Defendant in court. The defendant's testimony. The defendant's lawyer argued that his client was not responsible for the crime.
Evade.
To escape from or avoid meeting someone or something.
Examples:
Evade capture. Evade an issue. The jailbroken criminal is continuously attempting to evade the cops.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Parole.
The conditional release of a prisoner before the completion of a sentence on the promise of good behavior.
Examples:
Parole board. Medical parole. The prisoner was granted parole after serving 20 years of his life sentence.
Calculated.
Done with careful thought or planning, deliberate and intentional, based on a process of reasoning or estimation rather than on instinct or chance.
Examples:
Calculated bankruptcy. Calculated crime. The company made a calculated decision to invest in new technology.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Non-profit.
Not established for commercial profit.
Examples:
A non-profit organization. Non-profit agency. Our law firm also focuses on non-profit activities.
Audit.
An official inspection of the accounting procedures and records of business by a trained accountant or CPA that is independent of the subject. A methodical inspection or review of a specific condition or situation.
Examples:
Audit the books. Audit accounts. Our company will be audited by an accountant next week.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Dismal.
Depressing or dreary, causing or showing unhappiness or despair.
Examples:
Dismal failure. Dismal performance. The weather was so dismal that we decided to stay indoors all day.
Godfather.
A male godparent who witnesses a child's baptism and accepts a spiritual responsibility for their upbringing. A trusted mentor or advisor who has significant influence and offers support and guidance in personal or professional matters.
Examples:
Political godfather. Be my godfather at my christening. The wealthy businessman acted as a godfather to his protege, helping him to succeed in his career.
County.
An administrative division of a country or state, typically one of several comprising a larger division.
Examples:
County seat. Throughout the county. The county's population has been increasing rapidly in recent years.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Unlock.
To open something, such as a door, window, etc., usually using a key.
Examples:
Unlock a door with a key. Unlock value. The customs officer required the traveler to unlock his suitcase.
Scoot.
To move or glide along quickly and smoothly on a surface, especially on a scooter or similar device.
Examples:
Scoot out of my room. Scoot over. I have to scoot over to the next desk because there's not enough room for me to sit comfortably.
Porch.
A covered entrance to a building, typically one leading to the front door and extending outwards.
Examples:
Porch light. A glass porch. The old rocking chair on the porch creaked as he sat down to read his book.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Juvenile.
Relating to or characteristic of youth or young people, immature.
Examples:
Exhibit juvenile behavior. Juvenile justice. The detective suspected that the vandalism was the work of juvenile delinquents.
Misdemeanor.
A minor crime or offense that is generally punishable by a fine or a jail term of fewer than 12 months.
Examples:
Misdemeanor charge. Commit a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor conviction can have long-term consequences, such as difficulty finding employment.
Shoplifting.
The act of stealing goods from a store or shop, typically by concealing them on one's person or by switching price tags.
Examples:
Shoplifting charge. Repeat shoplifting offender. The store owner caught the teenager shoplifting a candy bar and called the police.
Depot.
A place or a building where goods, materials, or equipment are stored, manufactured, or distributed. A transportation hub where buses or trains start or end their journeys.
Examples:
Weapon depot. Food depot. The train depot was a hub for commuters and travelers.
Petty.
Of little importance, trivial or insignificant, characterized by an undue concern for small details or rules, mean or spiteful in trivial matters.
Examples:
Petty crime. Petty cash. The petty arguments between co-workers were causing a toxic work environment.
Robbery.
The taking of property or money from a person, business, or institution by force, threat, or intimidation, a crime that involves theft or stealing.
Examples:
Armed robbery. Petty robbery. The convenience store was the scene of a robbery last night.
Conviction.
A strong belief or opinion, especially one that is based on principles or evidence, criminal law, a final judgment of guilty in a criminal case and the punishment that is imposed.
Examples:
Moral conviction. Conviction for murder. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education.
Unchecked.
Not restrained or controlled, not examined or scrutinized, allowed to proceed without restraint or interference.
Examples:
Unchecked ambition. Unchecked growth. The unchecked spread of the virus led to a nationwide outbreak.
Rank.
A position in a hierarchy of status or authority. Verb, to take or have a position relative to others.
Examples:
Rank amateur. High rank. He was promoted to the rank of captain in the military.
Sullen.
Showing a gloomy, moody, or resentful disposition, silent and refusing to engage in conversation, characterized by a dark or dismal atmosphere or appearance.
Examples:
sullen silence, sullen teenager. After receiving bad news, she walked around with a sullen expression, refusing to talk to anyone.
Acquaintance.
A person one knows, but who is not a close friend.
Examples:
acquaintance with a language, business acquaintance. I met him at a party, and we quickly became acquaintances.
Optimize.
To make the best or most effective use of something.
Examples:
optimize a process, optimize control for cooling. The essence of economics is to optimize the allocation of limited resources.
Engagement.
A mutual promise to marry someone, an agreement to do something, especially at a particular time.
Examples:
a prior engagement, break off an engagement. They selected a gorgeous diamond engagement ring.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
hold a protest, a silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Murky.
Dark and gloomy, or difficult to see through.
Examples:
murky waters, a murky dungeon. Prospects for the suspect's conviction are murky due to a lack of helpful evidence.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases, or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
gas filter, clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
nowhere else to go, come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Disabled.
Having a physical or mental condition that limits someone's specific actions that most other people can do.
Examples:
a disabled veteran, a learning disabled child. She was disabled in a car accident.
Widespread.
Existing or happening in various places or among many people.
Examples:
widespread use, widespread fear of nuclear war. In medieval times, Death punishment was widespread and socially accepted.
Likeable.
Having qualities that make a person or thing well-liked or attractive, pleasant, friendly, or enjoyable.
Examples:
Likeable personality. A likeable character. He's a very likeable person who makes friends easily.
Highlight.
To make something prominent, mainly so that people give it more attention.
Examples:
Highlight a string in red. Highlight an important difference. The introduction highlighted the speaker's distinguished career as a consultant.
Bucket.
An open container with a handle made of metal or plastic, often used for carrying liquids.
Examples:
Bucket list. Bucket of golf balls. She filled a bucket with water and carried it back to the house.
Dump.
To deposit or dispose of something, such as trash, waste, etc., carelessly or hurriedly.
Examples:
Dump the gravel on the road. Dump hazardous waste. The company dumped him after several years of service.
Donate.
To give money, food, clothes, etc. to help a person or organization.
Examples:
Donate to charity. Donate blood to the Red Cross. Our company donates to the school endowment fund every year.
Charity.
An organization that helps people in need, especially by providing food, shelter, or money, a kindly and sympathetic attitude toward people.
Examples:
Charity work. Ask charity. She volunteers at a local charity every weekend to help those in need.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Smother.
To cover or suffocate something or someone completely, to suppress or stifle a feeling or emotion.
Examples:
Smother flames. Smother a sneeze. She tried to smother her fears and doubts with positive affirmations.
Resemble.
To look like or be similar to someone or something.
Examples:
Resemble each other. Resemble her mother. The brothers resemble each other in the hobby.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
Wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Contest.
A competition in which people compete for supremacy in a sport or other activity, a struggle between rivals.
Examples:
A speech contest. A close contest. There was a vast contest between the two tribes.
Jeopardy.
The state of being in danger or at risk of harm or loss.
Examples:
Put his life in jeopardy. Tax in jeopardy. The project is in jeopardy of being cancelled due to a lack of funding.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Louse.
A small, wingless insect that lives on the bodies of mammals and birds, often considered a parasite, a contemptible or despicable person.
Examples:
Pubic louse. Louse egg. The child was sent home from school because of a lice infestation caused by one louse.
Qualified.
Officially recognized as having completed a training course or passed the exams that are necessary to perform a particular job.
Examples:
A qualified doctor. Qualified in medicine. We seek a person qualified for the post.
Triple.
Consisting of 3 items or people, 3 times as great or many.
Examples:
A triple mirror. Triple digits. His coach is a triple Olympic champion.
Stack.
A pile of something arranged or laid one on top of another. A large tall chimney through which combustion gases and smoke can be evacuated.
Examples:
High stack. A large stack of paper. The earthquake caused a stack of lumber to crumble noisily.
Overflow.
To flow or run over the edge or brim of a container or surface, to be more than enough.
Examples:
Overflow on the platform. Overflow with emotion. The river overflowed its banks during the heavy rain.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
Routine business. A built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Flash.
A sudden intense burst of radiant energy, a momentary brightness.
Examples:
A flash of lightning. Brilliant flash. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Loop.
A shape like a curve or a circle made by something long and thin, such as a piece of string, that bends round and crosses itself.
Examples:
Exit from a loop. Positive feedback loop. Many people in this city use the loop railway for transportation.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Autonomous.
Capable of governing or controlling its affairs.
Examples:
Development of autonomous vehicles. An autonomous judiciary. 5 of the 6 provinces will become autonomous regions under the new federal system of government.
Gatekeeper.
A person, organization, or system that controls or monitors access to something, often a website, database, or institution. A person or group that controls or regulates access to information, especially for a particular perspective or interest.
Examples:
Gatekeeper role. Information gatekeeper. The company's gatekeeper screened all incoming phone calls and emails to ensure only important ones reached the boss.
Outsource.
To contract out or transfer a job, task, or service to an external organization or party, often as a cost-saving measure.
Examples:
Outsource a non-core function. Outsource to India. The company decided to outsource its IT services to a third-party provider.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Artificial.
Not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
Artificial flowers. Artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Suspicion.
The act of doubting something, especially something wrong.
Examples:
Suspicion of fraud. Cast suspicion. There was an almost certain suspicion that the company was involved in illegal activities.
Scrutiny.
Careful and detailed examination.
Examples:
Additional scrutiny. Public scrutiny. All products produced by our factory undergo rigorous scrutiny.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Framework.
The structural components of a building or object that support its weight and give it form, the underlying structure of a system, concept, or text.
Examples:
Legal framework. The framework of a house. He devised a new analytical framework to capture the phenomenon.
Abdicate.
To give up, renounce, or relinquish a throne, right, or responsibility.
Examples:
Abdicate his duties. Abdicate from the crown. The king abdicated his throne in favor of his son.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.